Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Now, today, last week we learned about the types of the computers. Then we learned about the different types of computers from the first generation, second generation, third generation, and the fourth generation. Then today we want to look at about installation of a computer software. For a computer to work, you must install a software. That is our today's work. Javet, are you in? Javet, are you in?
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you. How about Silas?
I'm present.
Okay, Brian.
Yes, present.
Thank you. Now let's proceed on from our today works, which is installation of a computer software. The first thing we must learn is we define the computer software. What is a computer software? Now look at the definition of given out is there is a software refers to collection of programs, instruction or data that tells a computer or other digital device how to perform a specific task. If you want to perform a specific task, you must tell a computer. Then whatever you are dealing in a computer, that's a software. Now we look at the types of our softwares. We have different types of software. We have 5 types of software. The first one is system software. When we talk about the system software, this includes operating system like the Windows, the Mac OS, the Linux. I think most of you are aware about the Windows because majorly the laptops you are using is installed with the Windows. So majority of you know about the Windows. System software control the basic function like what? File management, memory allocation, and diverse communication. If you want to save something in a Windows, that is now we call it that file management. Then you allocate the memory. We come to the second type of software, which is the application software. These are programs designed for specific tasks. In our software, we have designed programs which you have installed it in a computer. For example, if you want to type a document, you are using what? What are you using, Javed? Javed, if you want to type something in a computer, for example, if it is an assignment which you have been given, you are using what?
Using what?
Yeah, that's now the good. That's now the application software. For example, whatever I'm using in presenting my work now is we call it a PowerPoint. That is now it is designed for specific task. We have the third one, which is development software. Development software. These tools, these are tools developed to write, test, and maintain a software. E.g., for example, the integrated development environment IDS, Visual Studio. I think you come across the Visual Studio, and then you are aware about the Microsoft C++. Majorly, the programmers are using the Visual Studio when they are writing what program, and then the compiler. The next one is the fourth one is the type of a software is driver software. The driver software allows the operating system to communicate with the hardware. Then we say the software, these are the intangible parts of a computer. But the tangible part of a computer is what we call it what? Hardware. So the driver software is now intermediate between the hardware and the software. It is in between, it is linking, it is communicating within the software and the hardware. Um the next one, the example of drivers is the printer drivers. We have the sound guard drivers. We come to the next one, which is the hardware. Then we define the hardware. We define the hardware refers to the physical components of a computer that you can see and touch. Anything you can see in a computer or touch is known as what? Hardware. Silas, can you give us an example of a hardware? You know?
One of the hardware devices is the mouse, the screen,
You also have the keyboard and the CPU.
Thank you. We say that hardware, these are the tangible or the physical components in a computer. Whatever you are seeing in a computer is what we call it what the hardware. You can see the monitor, you can see the keyboard, you can see the mouse, you can see the CPU, and then you can see what the hard drive and the RAM. What the Javed, give us the meaning of the word RAM.
Yes, RAM. RAM is random access memory.
Thank you. That is the definition of the RAM. Then we have another one which is known as majorly people they call it what? ROM. That is what? Silas, what is ROM?
Read-only memory.
Thank you. Now, for now, look at the words NB there. In short, hardware is the physical device and the software is what? Instruction that makes the device to function. For a computer to work, it must contain the hardware and the software. We move to the types of hardware. Now we categorize the type of hardware according to its function. We have the input devices, we have the output devices, storage devices. Let's start from the input devices. Input devices used to provide data or control signal to a computer. Anything, if you want to enter something into a computer, you are using the keyboard, you can use the mouse, you can use the scanner, microphone, or camera. Then we have the output devices. After you have input the data into a computer, you must get what the feedback. Then we call it what? The output devices. Output devices is, for example, the monitor. If you key in using the keyboard, whatever you see in the screen, for example, whatever I'm displaying here, is now the output after I've keyed out. That is now we are seeing in the monitor. Whatever you are seeing is what? The monitor. And then we have the printer, we have the speakers, we have the headphones. And then we move to the next one, which is the storage devices. Storage device is used to store data. After now you have keyed in the data, you have output, you must store this data. You can store using the hard drive, HDD. We have the USB flash drive. I think majorly you are aware about the hard drive and the USB, and then the CD. I think majorly the CD it was used in majorly not in class. Those are the types of hardware, and then we have the processing devices. These are the components that process and execute instruction. For example, CPU. We call it, what is the CPU? We call it the brain of a computer. For a computer to function, it must contain what they see, the CPU, and then the graphic processing unit, GPU. Then you have the memory device used to store temporary or permanent data. If you want now, the ones I was talking about, the random access memory and then read-only memory. Now, which one is used to store the data temporarily between the RAM and the ROM? Silas, which one is used to store? Can you differentiate between the function of a RAM and the ROM?
RAM is used to store permanent. Maybe when you want to store permanent storage of data, you use RAM. But the one which is temporary, you use ROM.
Okay, thank you. That is true. I hope you have heard what the Silas have said. Then you have another one, which is the networking devices. This was used to facilitate the communication. This is now the common is router, switches, network interface card, NIS, and the modems. They have the verifiable devices. These are now external devices that add functionality to a computer system. For example, you can, your phone. If your phone is getting slow, you can go for an external memory card. That is now we call it the verifiable devices. Even in a computer, if your computer is getting slow, you can install the external hard drive, or you can use the webcams. webcam or the game controllers. Now the last part, which is common types of software installation. We want to know how various or now we can install what a software in a computer. But majorly I'll be just concentrating on the first and the last one, which is the full installation, and then the web installation. Full installation means what? Install a component of a software onto the system. Example, installing to complete a Microsoft. For example, if you want to install the Microsoft Office, because Microsoft Office contain what? Contain what? Contain what? Excel, PowerPoint, and etc. So if you want to install the Microsoft Office, it must contain all of them. Then I cannot concentrate on the custom installation. The one time the fifth one, which is a web-based installation. Installing a software by downloading from the internet. Now, majorly people, when your Windows get expired, you went to online and then you do what? Update. You can update through what? Chrome, or you can use Mozilla, or you can use the Firefox. I think those are the major things you can use. Now, the assignment I will be giving you is in our next lesson. I want to see everyone in our class. You have known how to install the a software in a computer using the full installation, and then the web-based installation. Any question? Any question, class?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Maybe one of maybe you clarify for us some examples of peripheral devices.
Now, the virtual devices is I was talking about the virtual devices is this one. If you want to speed up the speed of a computer, you can use the external what? The devices. For example, the hard drive, external hard drive. If your computer is getting slow, you can get the external what? Hard drive, which makes the speed of a computer. Then the webcam also. If your webcam is getting slow, you can bring another webcam and then install into your computer. I think I've answered your question, Silas.
Yes, very clear.
Thank you. So if there is no other question, we meet in our next lesson, and then remember to do the assignment I have given you. Thank you.